We're about to get into the revolution, but I highly recommend you go back and check out parts 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to kick off part 4 with Welcome to the Iran Revolution, 1979. In the last installment, we learned the Shah was doing the most. As tensions were building around all that change, a fella named Ruhollah started to pour gasoline all over all of that progress. So Ruhollah Khomeini first came into prominent notoriety in 1963 as he was opposing the White Revolution and specifically anything and everything that had to do with women's rights. He felt very passionately that the Shah was going to create the destruction of Islam in Iran. So it wasn't just that he was taking power and wealth from the clergy, but he was taking influence from the clergy, and he was essentially centering the Iranian people in progressive values versus Islam. So, because these two can't get along, the Shah of Iran puts Ruhollah on 8 months of house arrest in 63. So after 8 months of 63, Ruhollah and the Shah of Iran continue to agitate each other, and specifically Ruhollah goes after the Shah of Iran for his close relationship with Israel. That's right, I said Israel. In 1964, because these two cannot get along, the Shah of Iran exiles him for 14 years outside of Iran, until the revolution, of course. In that time, he wasn't just chilling, he was working super hard. During that time, he developed the Valiyat Faqih, which is the guardianship of the jurist. What he was essentially posturing is that Muslims, and not just Muslims, everyone required guardianship. For the record, that's why we say that the Islamic Republic of Iran is a conservatorship. That is why we say that. It's a conservatorship of women in Iran because he doesn't actually believe that you have agency over your own self. Guardianship, conservatorship, same. That's what it is. Britney Spears, free Britney. Ruhollah's strategy around guardianship was really about protecting the people of Iran, ultimately from Western capitalization. He wanted to basically protect them from the Western world and becoming true capitalists. He was also a big fan of Sharia law. For example, the Shah of Iran had made the legal marrying age for women 18, where under Ruhollah, he had decided to move it from 13, just kidding, 9. So 1977 Iran, the culture and the entire population is fractured. Remind you of anywhere that's also fractured? You've got liberals, you've got progressives, you've got communists, you have Marxists, young college kids who are fundamentally all angry and frustrated with the country and the government, and Islamicists. Yes, my favorite. So, this master marketer, brand manager, and propaganda media strategist, Ruhollah Khomeini, is organizing and getting everyone together through all of their disgruntled frustrations. The leftists, Marxists, the communists, the Islamicists, all pivoting towards hating the Shah of Iran. The truly magical, miraculous thing about Ruhollah Khomeini is that he actually avoids telling anyone the specifics of what his government or leadership would be about on a go forward. Ultimate manipulator, ultimate master strategist. In present day, the powder keg moment is Jina Mahsa Amini, and back then it was Cinema Rex. So, a very monumental moment in Iranian history is Cinema Rex. In southern Iran, a movie theater was burned, and inside that movie theater was close to 400 plus theater. No one's exactly sure on the numbers. But Ruhollah blamed the Shah of Iran, and he said it was the Savak, the secret police of the Shah of Iran, that had burned this movie theater down. But today we now know that it was actually Ruhollah himself had ordered the cinema to be burned down himself. This tragedy of the cinema attack ends up becoming the beginning of the end of the Shah of Iran. And it kicks off 8 months of protests. Unions, labor, oil refinery workers, people all over the country are now protesting the Shah of Iran. These protests paralyzed the country until the end of that year. On January 16, 1979, the Shah of Iran left Iran, never to return. So 2 weeks later, on February 1st, 1979, Khomeini returns to Iran. Massive crowds of people were waiting for his arrival on the streets of Iran. By the end of that year, Ruhollah Khomeini is now Ayatollah Khomeini with a brand new constitution full of guardianship, making himself Iran's first supreme leader. Okay, so in the next episode of How the F*** Did We Get Here, we're going to show you what the Islamic Republic of Iran and the Supreme Leader have done to their own people and the region since 1979 and where we're at today. Buckle the fuck up.